EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the Washington football team. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
26, Mike. 26, Mike. Don't say nothing. Got 5 here.
Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. And Charles, you think about this offense, it's kind of a tricky time of the season because you're 14-0, looking to see this one out to the end, but you start to run into situations where guys are getting a little banged up. Maybe could use some time sharing, some time on the bench, just to rest. How do you approach the rest of this regular season?
I'm telling you, you don't ask the easy stuff, do you? I mean, you created a heck of a situation there, and actually you didn't create it. You presented it, and you're exactly right. It is tricky because your eye has to be on the ultimate prize, which is the Super Bowl. That's paramount. But at the same time, how much fun would it be to go down as one of the all-time great teams and join the 1972 Dolphins as the only undefeated team to win a Super Bowl?
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
I'm laughing because I'm not so sure I would have made this call. I'm not so sure I would have said, yeah, let's go ahead and get this one, especially at this point of the game. But give him credit. He had a feeling and carried it through.
Yeah, that's one where you think, okay, if you're down, 2 minutes left, the ball's near midfield, you go for it. But at this stage, at that part of the field, but like you said, he's got a man complete. And he'll get inside of Washington's 15 before being taken down. A big play here for Dallas. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Miles Sanders with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. They go play action with Jackson. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Jackson. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Well, these two teams you might remember met earlier in the year in Arlington with the Cowboys winning that ball game.
So they are gunning for the sweep here in Dallas. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now it's Jackson. Right back to Waller. He's got it this time. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
And Jackson throwing once more, escaping the pressure right. Got a man, it's Darren Waller. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. And that's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now it's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And oh, that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down. The kick by Elliott is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And we will not see a run back here from Harris. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
26 mark.
Play action now. Fitzpatrick. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Cowboys. John Ross, 77 yards. And the Cowboys are able to show off their quick strike ability. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Well, not content with a first quarter lead, I guess. They're going to go onside kick. And
this is going to be covered up by Washington.
So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball. It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
They'll try and run here with Mostert. And now Mostert is going to be stopped up short. He did not get there. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on 1st down.
This would have been a 54-yard boot had they tried a field goal, but they will not try a field goal. They're going for it. Throwing is Jackson. He'll rifle this one deep right side.
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown.
Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And Washington has made this a 1-score game. And now Washington going to go for 2 here.
Not going to get in as a try for 2 comes up empty, so they will be unable to cut this to a field goal as the differential remains 5. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
No return there for Harris, and the drive will begin at the 25.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well. That's a nice throw there, and he's obviously feeling pretty good because, remember, he had a touchdown pass on the last drive, and here he comes out throwing again, and they wind up getting good yardage and a 1st down right out of the gate.
Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
If Fitzpatrick's throw is on target to Duvernay.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Completes it to Fant on the right side. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down. They'll run with Sanders. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter.
Going right back to Fant.
Touchdown, Cowboys! Noah Fant with touchdown number 20 on the year, and the Cowboys will add on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Zach Cunningham, league's leading tackler a year ago, in to make the stop.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Play action. It's Jackson. Flushed out right. Taking a shot for Samuel.
And that ball incomplete. He couldn't work free from his defender, and now it's 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
On 3rd down, Jackson. He'll look downfield for Waller. Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. A huge play there for Washington. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34.
Washington on 3rd down,
just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a 1st down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
And that's off the right upright, and it bounces away, no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
The Sanders on 1st down with a little bit of space as he works his way forward. A gain of 4. 2nd and 6.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
2nd down, back to Sanders.
Sanders has the 1st down and much more.
And he's going to get this all the way down to Washington's 23-yard line. But Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They'll run. It's Sanders. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
Jim, go Jim. 34.
To throw, Fitzpatrick.
That's taken in by Duvernay. And the Cowboys are going to have a first and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal.
Check. Crunch.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Buda Baker with a pick. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30.
So the interception there, and Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers at that situation, they really become magnified.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jackson.
He tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Cowboys force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Going deep downfield for Ross. Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Off the play fake here, Fitzpatrick. Gonna throw deep for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And he'll look downfield for Waller. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. So we have come to halftime here in Dallas with the Cowboys out in front. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They go play action now. Jackson. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. And that one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 96 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. They'll run with Sanders. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Fitzpatrick, a quick throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Noah Fant. His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Trying to lay one up deep. A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Forced out to his left. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down. Here's Jackson. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. And he'll throw this one away, but I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
Jackson. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. Really nice gain on the completion. However, still 3rd and goal that they face now.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
3rd and goal, Jackson. Flush to his right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. Jackson will throw again. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Check, check, lucky, lucky, lucky. Check, 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 check.
Second down, back to Sanders.
And he'll take this one up to about the 13. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down. Play fake. It's Fitzpatrick. It's caught by Sanders. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line.
Well, kind of a quirk in the schedule. These two division rivals didn't see each other much of the year. Their first meeting was just a few weeks ago, back in Week 14. And it was the Cowboys winning on the road, so they look for the sweep here back home in Arlington.
First down, Fitzpatrick.
That swung out wide to Sanders.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
First down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
They go play action. Fitzpatrick.
Open man is Duvernay.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically, and they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Now left side on the swing pass. And a nice little quick spin move before he's dropped. And a pretty good gain. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. Fitzpatrick to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Now Sanders. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Now Fitzpatrick. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Charles, you said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Call it a pickup of 7, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick. Eluding the pressure right. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1.
Check 26, check 26. Check.
Sanders will take this into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
It certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They'll start on the ground with Mostert.
First down and a little extra for Mostert. And all the way up to the 45-yard line. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Mostert. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Here's Jackson to throw.
Flushed out right. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big connection on that one. 31 yards.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long.
Another try after the first down sack. Jackson, he'll let this go for the end zone.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Darren Waller with touchdown number 20 on the year.
And Washington able to close the gap just a bit. Jackson here, he's going to look to throw.
And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Escaping the pressure right.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Bula Baker with a pick.
And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown.
This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football, because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
And the pick 6 we just saw makes things a little more interesting. Still, though, a 2-possession game as they control their destiny. And
that's caught inside the 35. John Ross, his second touchdown of the night. And the Cowboys are moving closer to a 15-0 record as they extend their lead here. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And they got it. They recovered it. They hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they hit the ball before it went 10 yards. I know that's tough, but you got to stay disciplined.
It is difficult because you're so eager to go get the football. It's that type of a play, but you're exactly right. Have to have the discipline to let it go 10 first.
Now Jackson on first down. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Throwing again on second down. Jackson eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Washington on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And this pass broken up. Well, the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Able to find Waller. That's complete. Touchdown, Washington. Darren Waller, his 21st touchdown of the season. And Washington able to cut into that deficit. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. No return there for Harris, and the drive will begin at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now here's Michael Dixon. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He'll field this at the 5. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. So the completion good for 7 there. And it's a 2nd down.
Throwing, Jackson.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And got his man complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards.
Now Jackson.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
2nd and 10. Jackson to throw.
He's going to let it fly. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Touchdown. Darren Waller. Touchdown number 22 on the season.
And Washington able to make this a close game again.
Elliott good with a PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all of their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
As they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Another run with Sanders. And he's got room. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf.
Man, 188 yards on the ground for him now as he's gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Here's Sanders. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now a carry for Sanders. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout
as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining.
An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. And they'll run on the inside handoff.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Fitzpatrick to throw for it on 4th down. And this will be caught. We'll forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that.